welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how I plan to prep for TU11 this weekend, and what I think you should be doing to prep for yourself to make sure you have everything you need to keep moving forward with this game and to tackle Summit on day 1. With preparation for anything in this game comes farming. And I have a few items that I think you're really going to want to have either in your stash or on your character in order to really make use of all the new brand sets and weapons coming to Title Update 11. First one, and what I think is the most important to have, is going to be the Obliterate chest piece. As we discussed before, this chest piece is getting an increase or a buff to it, adding going from 15 to 25 stacks. Granting 25% weapon damage when at full stacks. This is easily becoming probably the best chest piece in the game next to Glass Cannon for damage. And if you don't have one in your build, or in your stash, you need to have it, because running a crit hit damage chest piece like this with something like the backfire SMG or an SMG in general, assault rifle, it's a must-have for any kind of damage crit build. And like I said, I run it and I highly suggest it to anybody that's looking to really pack some damage. Second one is to farm Sokolov. You can see in the gameplay I'm already doing that with our good friend Raider. Sokolov obviously grants 10% SMG damage on on the first one piece buff. So for the backfire SMG, let's boost that damage. You gotta have a piece of Sokolov with it. Run it, plus pairing that with the Hunter's Fury brand set that's granting 15% SMG damage. You're going to be able to max that out at 25% SMG damage, really making that backfire SMG pack a punch. Next item, and this is going to sound weird to everybody, but let's start farming Badger again, right? So the MOP, or the 16, which is the named 612 shotgun, granting armor on kill, is from what I saw from the PTS, a very good gun. And we want to get that damage up as high as we can. So let's farm a Badger piece, right? Let's get that Badger up and get that 10% shotgun damage. Pair that with the Hunter Fury, again, granting 15% shotgun damage with the two-piece. You gotta have it, right? So get a Badger piece in there. Try to work it into your build once you get there. Granting, even with more so on that run with the MOP and the 612 are going to grant armor on kill. The 3-piece Hunter Fury is granting 20% armor on kill. So let's have that survivability with that added damage. So farm Badger, get that shotgun up, pair it with the MOP with the armor on kill that's coming with that gun, and pair it with the Hunter's Fury brand set that's granting armor on kill there. You're going to have a great survivability with a lot of damage coming out. So you want to have that. You want to have at least one piece of Badger floating around to be able to move into a build. Next one is going to be the Sadist weapon. Sadist weapons deal 20% weapon damage to any bleeding enemies. Pairing this with the new Shrapnel Trap, or with the new Ridgeway's Pride chest piece, is going to be key, right? So the Ridgeway's Pride chest piece has the talent Bleeding Edge, and damaging enemies within 10 meters applies bleed to the target. Perfect. So let's have a Sadist weapon to do more damage to that target, right? Pair that with a Creeping Death backpack. This is that other one. Creeping Death backpack, right? Apply status effect, also applied to all enemies within 5 meters. So let's spread that bleed to all of the enemies within 5 meters. Why not? So we have a Sadist weapon in there. It can be anything you like having. It could be a rifle, it could be an assault rifle, whatever you want, but pairing that with a Creeping Death backpack, you're going to have some really good status effects. And on, so you could probably have a piece of gold in there as well. Maybe, because that's a one piece, I think it's 10% status effects, to even pack more punch behind that bleed. So I definitely think Creeping Death Backpack and a Sadist weapon you need to have them in your stash so you can really make use of that Ridgeway's Pride chest piece once you get it. With all this farming, tip number 2, with all this farming, make sure that you're looking at the mods you pick up. I've never farmed for mods before ever. But mods are going to be great because they're becoming generic. So I can put a mod, any kind of mod, in my mask, my backpack, or my chest piece. So armor on kill, bleed resistance are going to be 2 key ones you're going to be looking for on top of the usual crit damage and crit chance and all these other mods that you have. Armor on kill and bleed resistance will not go straight to the trash anymore, right? So keep those, and look for those good 9-10% rolls. Armor on kill, obviously pairing with the Bellstone Armory set that's coming, which has a 10% armor on kill for the 2-piece buff, and again the Hunter's Fury set. So having a few armor on kill mods is important. Bleed resistance to try to combat the backfire SMG. If you can combat the reload bleed effect that you apply to yourself and essentially negate it, you're going to be packing a punch with that thing. Remember, it's granting more crit damage on hits for a maximum. If you can get 200% crit damage on your build, you're going to max out at 400% crit damage, which is just insane. You're going to be hitting like a truck, which is awesome. So, mods, do not just automatically delete them. Check them out. Make sure you got a good variety of mods within your builds, maybe even a status effect or something like that, in order to make sure you have a good variety. Lastly, after all this farming, get your loadouts in gear, right? So make sure you have a healer, make sure you have a skill, DPS, tank, and maybe, if you want, I know I got it, the DPS healer combo, right? That's going to really help you to be versatile as you move up those floors in the summit. You can use the skill build in the lower floors where it's easy and move right through it. And then once you get into the harder levels, you can have one person change to a skill, 2 DPS, and then once you get to harder, maybe you got 1 healer, 1 skill, and 2 DPS or something. Once you get into those really harder, much harder levels, plus the tank. When you get into the legendary levels, you want a tank, maybe a healer, and 2 DPS, something like that, right? So round out your builds. I can't stress that enough. Be versatile, be there for your team, and make sure that you can slot into whatever you think. Because some of it's going to be on the fly. Oh, we just wiped on this level, for the 3rd time or something like that. Let's change up our team comp. And let's put this here or that here. Make sure you got those builds so you can be versatile with your team. But that's how I plan to farm for TU11 that's dropping on Tuesday. Remember, it's free to all players that have the Warlords of New York expansion. So, in the comments below, what are you most looking forward to? What is your key build you're going to bring to the summit? Let me know. And as always, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.